Hello, I'm Rosemary Bolsa. I'm a certified nurse midwife, and I'm very happy to share this information with my colleagues at Seihotso Medical Center. There's a great tool that we can use to find out about the effect of different medications on breastfeeding. And by using this knowledge, we can help mothers meet their breastfeeding goals, even if they do need to use medications. But why are we spending so much time and energy to help mothers meet their breastfeeding goals? There are many known benefits for human milk for human infants, but one of the lesser known benefits that's really motivated me is the finding from the Acoma Odom people in southern Arizona. This tribe, also called the Pima Indians, has a very high rate of type 2 diabetes. And when they researched this, they found that tribal members who'd received only breast milk for the first 2 months of life had a lower rate of type 2 diabetes than the tribal members who had received formula. So we know that breastfeeding can be an important part of a healthy life. So the tool that I've been using and that I want to share with everyone is called Lactmed. And to get it is on the internet. To get to it, I'm going to use Google Chrome, but you could use whichever browser you like. So I'm going to type Lactmed into the browser and I will get the information. It's part of ToxNet, which is through the U.S. National Library of Medicine. So to use Lactmed, you type the name of the medication in and it will give you the latest information on how much of the medications excreted in milk, all of the current research, and their recommendation for the use of that medication in breastfeeding. So one night I got a call from a mother. I was on the labor floor and she wanted to use Bengay cream because she had a sore elbow. But when I typed Bengay in, it didn't recognize it. So I did go back to the internet to find out what the active ingredient was. Um, and the cream she was using had only menthol in it. So then I was able to type in menthol, and I got information. It's also part of peppermint. Um, so it talks about the ingredients, that menthol is excreted into breast milk in small quantities, and it's generally recognized as safe as a food. Um, that if you were going to put peppermint on the nipples, you'd want to wipe it off because large doses can cause nausea and vomiting. And then when we look at the effect in breastfed infants, they had mothers who breastfed their infants while they were taking capsules of peppermint oil. And the mothers reported that none of their infants refused their milk or breastfed less than usual. And one mother did report that the infant stopped nursing and looked puzzled, but then resumed nursing. So I was able to share with the mother it would be safe to use the Bengay, that all of the scents that we do put on our body probably are excreted in milk, and that this can actually be a benefit. So since the babies would learn to appreciate different tastes and flavors. Another common medication that I'm asked about is Claritin or allergy medications. And again, let's see, Claritin. So it does, now that I spelled it correctly, it does turn up as loratadine as the generic name for it. And again, we see a lot of information um, about it, and that it was there were no difference in sedation or other side effects in infants when the mothers took loratadine or with the people who didn't. But antihistamines, other ones, can affect breast milk, so that you do want to advise people to use Claritin or a medication that contains only the loratadine. And they often will give other drugs to consider, so that if a mother needs a medication for high blood pressure, certain of the medications are less harmful to breastfeeding and are recommended. So this is such a wonderful source. I hope you will use it and share with your colleagues. If you have questions, feel free to email me. My personal email is rbolza@me.com. Thanks for your time and attention. Bye bye.